I would say the most transformative part has been the mindset change coming into the MBA and now, and how it's progressed over time. I think in so many ways, it's not just the content that you learn that's probably the smallest part of it almost, but it's more about how you engage with people, the respect you have for different lived experiences, different work experiences, and the compassion that that gives you coming out the other side. I think that would be the most transformative part of my journey. I would say probably coming in, my view of leadership was very much probably in some ways like a structural, hierarchical sort of concept, whereas now I would say it's definitely a lot more about agency. You don't need a really senior title or to be in a really large organization to be a leader. I think everyone can be a leader in their own right, whether that's within a community, within a small team that you work within, whether that's a startup or your smaller functional area within a large organization, or whether you lead a large organization with many people. And it's about what you represent. So what you represent to the people you work with, what good you could do for the, the collective sort of societal level, and also what good you can do for the environment, as well as your bottom line. But again, it's probably the smaller part of it for me now. We learned about systems thinking, and that was a really powerful, so it's a really specific toolkit to use, and the ability to see things in that interconnected way and really view pictures holistically has been, it's had a profound impact on my life, not just from a work perspective or professional perspective, but also how I approach personal decisions, because I've made quite a few big ones during my MBA journey. And I think that that's definitely shaped the way I think about things and where my values sit within that framework. Why I chose Stellenbosch. So there's a couple of reasons. The first is I am a Marty. So from my undergrad through my honors through a first master's, I'm a Marty born and bred. So that definitely gave me a short list of the USB. Beyond that, the triple accreditation was quite important to me. So I live in the UK. There are other schools in England that I could have gone to potentially a little bit more easily, but they don't all have the triple accreditation. So that was another factor. And probably of equal importance to being a Marty, a lifelong Marty, was definitely I really wanted a more South African network, or a wider African network, to connect with both industry and academics from South Africa was really important to me in making that decision. Probably the most important piece of advice I would give, or two pieces, is really think about what you want from this journey. It is so much more than a piece of paper. And it isn't easy. It is challenging. You're going to stretch yourself and you're going to have to dig deep to find the commitment, even when you don't always have the motivation to keep going. And I think if you hold on to what you want out of it and why you're doing it for you, rather than to hit that next level or to have a nice piece of paper, it'll be a lot more meaningful for you. And I think also another part would be the connections that you make, the people that you meet. It's the biggest part of your experience. And if you engage fully with that process, you can make not only a really good industry network or a really good business school network, but also some lifelong friends. What's next for me personally? I am actually from Cape Town originally, hence the lifelong Marty. I've lived in the UK for 10 years, and the MBA was a real trigger for me moving back to South Africa, because I feel there is so much potential, so much opportunity, and I would really love to work. So this blends into the professional. I would really love to work with people who have the grit and the resilience and the determination and the energy that South Africans have. How the MBA has prepared me, I think it's given me a real awareness of what the environment is actually like. There are challenges here, yes, they're structural and systemic, but so many people from industry, academics, all sectors, all walks of life, people are so committed to driving positive change in this country. And I think being part of that journey is something I am really looking forward to. And it's a toolkit that the MBA at USB has definitely given me.